Morning. Sunshine.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Anna. It's good to see you.
It is good to see you.
She always looks so pretty and put together, and I'm all messy.
And I don't think I've ever seen anybody look more gorgeous than that color pink. So there's that too.
It's fabulous.
If she wasn't nice, we probably wouldn't like her.
What are you guys talking about?
I'm talking about you, how pretty your picture looks.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I wish I looked like that in person all the time.
Well, you bet.
You do.
You do. So there.
I agree.
All right, let's hear some more good news.
Well, I'll go ahead and go. I'm not like you because I'm still dealing with this health thing and the dumb dizziness. I feel like I can't do anything and it's driving me nuts. So one of the things that I did this weekend was make up of stuff and gave myself a facial. It's like, okay, I've never done this, and then I put it together and it says, lay down. And I'm going, okay, well, we're not doing that part. We can't. We're going to have to sit up. But anyway, it was interesting.
Nice.
And I've been doing the research on setting up Airbnb. And so I've been doing that a bit. I scheduled an appointment so that I can stay over at one because I take the class on Wednesday. So I won't be here on Thursday. I won't be here on Thursday because I'll be in the training for VA housing, the Virginia Housing Program, which used to be VDHA or something like that. So anyway, I'll be certified to train those classes at the end of that, as far as I know.
Cool.
So even though it's not big stuff, it's little stuff.
The little things matter. Especially as we're focusing in on real estate, those little things matter because it encourages somebody else, and we just keep on doing it and adding up. I mean, I'm 2 calls away from being called my brevity again. Really? I mean, that's just a teeny tiny thing. So don't discount your little things; they matter too. So, all right, who's got what? Craig, Mr. Crunchy, that I can't mute because I lost my cursor and my other screen completely. So, crunch away, dude. What you got? Give me some good news.
So my seller, the divorcee, he finally paid for the pictures yesterday.
Oh,
There you
yay.
go.
Yeah, so we will I'll put it on the market today, hopefully today or tomorrow. Over the weekend I was just like done with it. I had even told my wife and my dad that if he didn't pay for the photographs yesterday, I was just gonna be done with it. I was gonna tell him I'm not doing it anymore. So I just kind of laid back, and yesterday afternoon about 1-2 o'clock, I texted him, and I was like, hey, are you gonna pay for the pictures? And about 30 minutes later, he texted me back and said, it's paid for.
Good.
Yeah. And then the other good news is I wrote this past weekend. So I wrote what I want to do. Yeah. And I got to go back and kind of break it up and refine it. But yeah, I wrote like 2 pages of thing, I just wrote. And I didn't write what I didn't want. It was all what I wanted.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I encourage you when you go and kind of refine it to make it in the positive present tense.
Yes. And that's why I was going back. In the that journal, she said, make it in the present tense. So I got to go back and put it in present tense.
Hmm.
And I think I'm going in the right direction.
I know you're going in the right direction. Well, I
Yeah.
haven't seen what you wrote down yet, but but I still know you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
We are our stories. We don't think and then transfer into stories. We think in stories, and then that's how we filter everything through, and then that's how we shape our lives. And there's an interesting thing. I always pondered over this. Have you guys ever heard that your memory, you can't rely on your memory, and we have false memories and all those kinds of things. You guys ever heard that concept? And if you keep on telling a lie, you'll remember the lie is truth, and that all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I've always marveled over that because I've always been like, no, like I know if I'm lying. When I was a kid, I was like, don't you better not lie because you're gonna remember it as. And I was like, no, I know it's a lie. It's a lie. You're telling me. But I always marveled over that because memory is a tricky thing. And if you ask two kids that grow up together, what do you remember about, this or that? They're very different memories.
Very good.
Yeah, but what I really think is even a bigger component of it is that we tell a story around the memory. And as we change, our story changes because we change how we view that memory. And maybe what on one side of it or in the middle of it is this traumatic, god awful, I don't know how I'm going to make it thing, which that's our story. On the other side of it is, wow, look at the pattern. Because of this, I got this. And because of that, that happened. And we see it that way. And so the memory of it changes when really it's our filtering and our story, which is why it's so important that you took your time to write, because now
Mhm.
it's your story. My thing that I wrote was I wrote this a long time ago, focus on abundance, I am rich, which just sits here and hangs out on my desk, which is why it looks tacky and wrinkly and awful, because it just sits there hanging on my desk. But everything last week that went to hell on Thursday, well, I don't even feel like that, but all the doors that got shut, I was just like, that's my story. I'm rich. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but somehow it's going to work out. So, all right, we'll go this direction instead, because that's your filter now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God, because sometimes I talk and other people just look at me and go blink, blink.
My kids do that to me.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's like it's when the dog is like, huh?
Right.
I do it to my wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
Greg.
you brat.
No, no. When I do it, she knows it's time for her to be quiet. Like,
Ah,
I've had enough now.
that's pretty funny.
My kids are ADD, all of them.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of studies around that. So, and mine are too, as am I. So,
Yeah, same.
yep. Let's hear some more. Who else has got some? Yep. Let's hear some more. Who else has got some good news? Let's dig into some challenges.
Well, I did get Shayna Kuntz, this really good realtor who I was at a swim meet on Saturday and talked with her. And she said she was unhappy and she was leaving KW City View. And I said, well, you really need to look at EXP before you make a change. Well, I'm already kind of committed to KW Heritage. I said, well, they're taking me out to dinner. They're doing this. And I said, well, that's great. I said, and they're very, very, very good at recruiting. I said, but after that, my experience there was that the support just fell off. And once they get you in, then you're on your own and you're good on your own. And they're going to charge her 5% to go with Steve Collins, the coach. And I said, well, I get coaching free. And I said, I can do all these different things. And I told her some of the stuff I was doing. She's, wow, let's have coffee. Okay, let's have coffee. And then she backed off and said, no, because I set it up. And then she did say, well, I'm only available Thursday between 12 and 2. And Gina had to do doctor stuff. So I talked to Gary last night after the call and we got it all scheduled up. And she said, okay, so 12:30 on Thursday, she's going to talk to Gary. So we'll see. She may not move now, but at some point KW will do something that'll piss her off.
Yes, they will. Yes, they absolutely will. So congratulations on that. Huge.
So that's my first.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, good job on that one. Congrats. All right. Any other good news before we move into some challenges that are going on? I have one minor one. Have you guys seen the new referral portal that EXP is testing out?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
In the agent.
No.
Yeah, I don't either. It's the first time Ava just showed it to me and I looked at it and I'm like, I think this is amazing. I don't know like where it goes yet and how it looks, but it looks like it's going to be automatically stamped by the brokers on the other side and then uploaded I don't know. I have no idea. She just sent it to me. She's like, do you like this? I'm like, yes, send it out. Like, I absolutely like it. Send it out. But I don't know where it goes yet.
Gotcha.
Have you run one all the way through it?
No, I haven't. I clicked on the link a couple of weeks ago. Whenever the shareholders meeting was, that's when I first saw it, and I clicked on it then. But I don't guess it was working fully yet or something. But I've seen it a couple more times. Matter of fact, I saw it again either this morning or last night on Workplace. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm a little confused on how it works.
All right. Do you know if it's all 50 states?
I'm not sure.
All right. That's what I want to know. Because if it's all 50 states, I am running with that puppy because how easy and fast to fill out. And I don't have to upload to the DocuSign or do whatever else. It looks like I can just put in my information. It can find the other agent automatically, put in the referral,
Okay.
and hit go. So,
And so that was one thing I was kind of concerned about, because a lot of times I see in Workplace, you know, they have a referral for someone and then they say icon agent preferred. And I'm like, you know, why do they have to be an icon to, you know?
right.
Yeah. So I just stopped paying attention to referrals.
I get wanting somebody that can close the stuff. So I understand that part. I don't think that necessarily an icon is going to be the right necessarily going to be I need somebody who can close the stuff. That's number one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number two, who's going to be the best match for my client personality wise?
Yeah.
So that's
what I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I lost one to a guy. So my hometown, little town, McCormick, I grew up in, I know it very well. It was for a lake community there, which I know the lake community well is, you know, down there too. I even know agents in their community. And he referred it to another guy that's an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away that don't even know the town because he's an icon agent.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I can see both sides of that. One, you know the town and you know everything that's going on, and I get that and I respect that. And on the other side, I grab listings all the time. If it was a listing, not buyers, I was like, because I think I personally feel more comfortable when I know the ins and outs of an area, especially areas that are really divided up and have lots of like in San Francisco Bay Area, one, you have to scope out all the sewers. And then one neighborhood, you don't have to. One neighborhood has mudslides, one neighborhood doesn't. And it really runs one neighborhood, the fire trucks can't get up there. I mean, when it burns, the whole thing just flipping burns. So it's really microcosmic microscopic as far as the neighborhoods because of the terrain and everything. But I can list all day long. So I would pull listings anywhere like an hour drive any direction from my house. But I also think that the most important part, one, can you close? And I don't need you to be an icon to be able to do that. I just need you to be able to close. And then two, are you going to be a good fit for either knowledge or personality or whatever for my client?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Guys, is this referral program going to basically help speed, is this for referring other agents to EXP or internal referrals for transactions like what we have to do, Gina?
Yes, this is transactional. And
oh my God, that's awesome.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping is that speeds up this process because it's been clunky as hell. And like I got another one that's stuck, which we got to go figure out where the damn thing is stuck and get it unstuck.
I
Um,
have a couple to send you, Gina. This would be really, really good. Okay. So, is there a link that we need to follow to do it?
Let me have Ava send you whatever, because I should just get, well, hang on. Well, I would show you, but my other.
Because we all want it. I don't know what the link.
Yeah,
All right.
if I can find it, I'll send it.
Well,
Okay.
I'll have Ava send it to the whole group today.
Okay.
Agent Portal
Awesome. Thank you, love.
link. You're welcome, because I was literally the first time she sent it to me, I just said Agent Portal, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And but then I was like, Gina, actually go look at stuff. Don't just like click it open and go, I don't get this. Like click the link. So I did, and I was like, so yeah, I'll get that out to everybody as soon as I get done. I got a meeting after this, but we'll get that done. All right. Any other challenges that you guys, I'm looking through my list to figure out if I've got other challenges in here too. Any other challenges that you guys have? That you're running across?
I have a listing that it's a 5-unit. It's very similar to like a 4-unit, but I listed it as a commercial because technically it's 5+ units. And I'm literally like coughing up a lot for digital ads. It's just not gaining traction
Where
at
is
all.
it?
And I think it could be, it's actually right by downtown. It's really, really cool property. A lot of amazing potential for growth. It's zoned for 1 additional unit. So it's zoned for 6 units. It currently has 5. And it has 3 additional covered garages that could be converted to office space. One is currently being used as a studio by the owner. The other one's being used as like a workshop for her boyfriend for carpentry. So there's a lot of income potential in this area. Zoned, it has multiple zoning capabilities. So basically around it, you have industrial, you have residential, you have commercial. It's really, really cool. It's about 7 minutes to the to the Riverwalk, which is
Nice.
like the attraction that draws people into San Antonio.
Anna,
And
send it to me because I'm a part of an apartment investor group. And I have
okay,
a whole slew of people that are looking for that kind of stuff. So if you'll send it to me,
awesome. Yeah,
KAY.peck@EXP Realty. And if you've got the cap rates, the rent rolls, that kind of stuff, I can probably find you a buyer pretty quick.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Please, that'd be great. Thank you. It's just the
Okay.
stupid MLS. I don't know what it is. I listed it as a commercial.
Well,
property.
MLS, a lot of commercial people do not subscribe to the MLS.
I
Yeah,
know,
I'm
I
gonna-
know. It's
So you'll
also
need to
up
do
on
like
Craigslist.
Crexy and Starnet,
CoStar, there's
CoStar.
CoStar, there's
CoStar.
LoopNet. Yeah, those are there as well.
But just good old fashioned guerrilla marketing will probably letting us like exactly what you're doing, and then maybe calling like if it's got a great avenue for music. Like here, BNI, we have trying to find someone in that industry like BNI or like a producing like a how do I say it? You're in San Antonio?
Yeah, love.
So maybe look up, I'll try and find it, like some of the management companies, the music management companies, that they can tell some of their artists.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So we have that here, a lot of people that, because you're close, you're in tech. So anyway, just those kind of phone calls to get it out there that won't cost you money.
Yeah, for sure.
Give you a good
Thanks,
connection.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, reaching out to those people that it already sounds like it's got some great uses, like reaching out to people that have similar backgrounds and just pitching it to them.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Bree. Appreciate it.
Awesome sauce. All right. Anybody else got anything before I jump? Because I have a Zoom in 2 minutes.
I got one thing that may be able to help everybody. I'll check it out. So I had this guy from EXP in North Carolina contact me yesterday. Actually, his VSA contacted me. So what he's doing is you can pick 2 counties that you want to get leads from. He doesn't charge for the leads. He help you set up your Google LSA. His people will call the leads, vet the leads, If they're good leads, they send them on to you. If they're not, people that's just waiting and this and that, they dish them out. He doesn't charge you anything. You pay for, you pay Google for the amount of ad spend you want. And then the way he gets paid is those leads that they get that he can refer out to other agents. He refers them out and he makes money that way. So he said that,
Going off the back end. Okay.
yeah. So he said that, he's willing to do it for any agents in EXP. He doesn't want it to go out of EXP. So I mentioned, our team and our group to him, and he said he would be happy to talk to us. So it'll take about 2 weeks, he said, for me to get set up for the Google LSA. They're going to start doing that for me today. And, after that, we'll get rolling.
Very cool. Maybe have him run it past Gary too, to see if Gary
Yep.
thinks, okay, perfect, like podcast material and all that.
Yeah. So I told him about Gary as well.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And I know there's a lot of chat going on about Airbnb and Vrbo. I like Vrbo also. Just that's only my 2 cents in it. I don't have any other chat. You guys have way more experience and all that stuff than me. I'm on the consumer side and I much prefer Vrbo. Okay, cool beans. All right, y'all. As always, thank you for an amazing morning and my favorite way to start the day. And appreciate you guys. I'll have Ava look into that agent portal link for the referral thing and get that out. And I'll just have her go through this meeting and grab y'all so she can do it that way. Okay. Have a fabulous rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.